happy Wednesday. I'm the Gray Strega, and I'm here to give you your daily collective read for Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. What do we have coming through in the cards for today? May I please get the first five in our 5-card spread? First card that we are coming through with today is the 9 of Cups in its reversal. So what we're really seeing here right now is today is a day of trying to get into a space of gratitude, feeling potentially some level of drainage or exhaustion coming through. This feels very aligned to the card that we received for our card of the day today, which was the Magician in its reversal. So there is some kind of feelings today about a limitation or blockage. This could be coming through about feeling like some sense of exhaustion, but really kind of using today to kind of step back into your power, to move into a gratitude-based mindset. All of this is really going to be a lot of effort today in terms of working to build this level of support for yourself as you go forward in this moment. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, the next card we have coming through is the Strength card in its reversal. So there is some sort of exhaustion point that we are seeing today. I agree, V, that this could have something to do with some of that full moon hangover that we mentioned. There is something here about feeling a bit depleted, really kind of, this could feel like a bit of like running on empty energy, maybe even emotionally or energetically. But this is also pointing out that this has a lot to do with feeling very vulnerable today. So being very sensitive with yourself today is going to be very important and very key, because we are seeing here this combination of feeling like emotionally kind of frazzled that's making you feel very vulnerable, but really kind of working today to give yourself that space to replenish yourself, to restore yourself as necessary. All of these are going to be very important today in terms of trying to get some of your energy back is what we're really seeing. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now. Here's that card again, only wants to come up in its reversal this week. There is a 7 of Pentacles in its reversal coming through right now. So we are seeing here that there is some sensation or frustration of impatience, really putting a lot of attention into the things that you've kind of been waiting on, asking yourself if it's worth waiting on them or is it potentially time to move away from them. This is showing some level of impatience, potentially because, again, we see you in this place where you're feeling kind of drained or exhausted. So I'm not necessarily surprised to see the fact that for many of you may also be feeling like you've got a very short degree of patience today as well. So keep that in mind today as you go forward as well. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now. The next card we see coming through is a Queen of Swords. So more than anything today, this is a day that is going to feel a little different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now. For feminine, there could be a very strong feeling today of setting up boundaries or laying boundaries down. This could be a lot to do with protecting your own energy right now, because again, we see here that there is this point of depletion or exhaustion you may potentially be feeling today. While for masculine right now, there could be feeling some level of depletion or exhaustion potentially around a feminine energy that you feel is kind of standing in their power and keeping their defenses up. So this is feeling like a bit of a rough patch today, I will point out. Final card for today's 5-card spread is 8 of Pentacles. So more than anything, we see here that even in the midst of going through right now, there is something about putting a lot of energy into your sense of work, into your sense of power, letting this really fuel you forward as you go through today. Pushing through is what we're really seeing, kind of finding ways. For feminine, this is laying down boundaries and pushing through around your own work and doing the things you need to do today. While for masculine, this could be a lot of attention to your work as well, even though you are feeling some kind of drainage or like feeling emotionally drained or feeling kind of exhausted, potentially around an feminine energy that has their boundaries up. Continuing to get clarity right now on these cards, clarification between this 9 of Cups in its reversal and this Strength in its reversal. So this feeling of exhaustion or depletion potentially coming through, really a call to like put this appreciation and energy back into yourself, giving yourself this space to like move from a space of gratitude and restoration today as you get your strength back. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming through right now with the 10 of Pentacles. So a really lovely message here that says that one source of strength for you right now could be finding community or working around communities that are going to help give you this rebirth or this renewal. That there is this moment that you potentially on your own right now are feeling kind of drained or robbed of energy, feeling very vulnerable. But this says that there is some solution to be found in pulling together other energies and unifying with those energies where you know you get kind of these higher positive potential vibrations from. This could be around any social circles that share your own energy, any place that you feel that you get a lot of productivity today. We're seeing that this is going to allow for some sort of restoration point. So not necessarily, interestingly enough, not necessarily using this point as a point of isolation, but really using it as a moment to kind of like rally around energies that similarly feel aligned to you. That's going to give you some level of support right now as you go forward. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, clarification between the Seven of Pentacles in its reversal along with the Queen of Swords. So for feminine right now, this could be an energy of feeling like you are tired of waiting, that there is some kind of frustration or exhaustion point on waiting, and this is what is causing you right now to lay these heavy boundaries. This could also be putting a lot of care and assessment into the places you've been putting your time and energy and being more discriminating and discerning around them. While for masculine right now, we're seeing that this is a moment where you are feeling some point of frustration or exhaustion, potentially around, thank you so much for the gifts, Annalise, potentially around a feminine energy that you feel isn't necessarily kind of being as open to you and has their boundaries up. May I please get one card to clarify? Oh, I'm sorry. Back it up. Back it up. My mistake. Clarification between the Strength card in its reversal and the Seven of Pentacles in its reversal. So having this moment of feeling this exhaustion point first around some areas that you are feeling frustrated in terms of waiting on, or really kind of asking yourself where you want to pull your energy back from in order to kind of regain your strength. May I please get one card to clarify that first? We've got clarification coming right now with the Ace of Wands. So using this as an opportunity to really drive forward, to really continue to move forward in terms of creating the things that you want to create, communicating the things that you want to communicate. This could be a heavy writing day because this card often comes up for me when we see things around writing, but really kind of using this moment to, even as you're feeling some kind of lack of strength and some frustration around here, or some feelings of vulnerability, letting this really propel you into doing the things that you need to do today in spite of how you are feeling is what we're really seeing. Now, continuing to get clarity here between, as I mentioned before, this Seven of Pentacles in its reversal along with the Queen of Swords. So a feminine that is feeling some frustration and pulling back some of its energy from areas, laying down boundaries, while for masculine, this could be feeling a point of exhaustion or frustration around feminine energies that have their boundaries up. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming through right now with the Fool. So this is really propelling both energies into new directions and in new paths. For feminine right now, these boundaries are allowing them to kind of recalibrate and move forward in the ways that they want to move forward. While for masculine right now, it is the same, that there is some kind of energy right now around a feminine that has their boundaries up, but this could be leading you to try new creative approaches to reach this feminine is what we're seeing. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, clarification between the Queen of Swords energy and this Eight of Pentacles. So a feminine right now that's really putting boundaries up and putting a lot of concentration and energy into their own work. While for masculine right now, this is trying to do a lot of work potentially around in spite or while considering a lot of heavy energy towards a feminine who has their boundaries up around you right now. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the High Priestess, and we love seeing her in its upright because we are seeing here that there's something around this energy now of the feminine laying down these boundaries and focusing on their work that is creating some higher level of insight or understanding for them as they proceed forward from this point. That there's something here about them understanding that this is the path that is going to lead them to their highest spiritual self at this moment, which is why they're laying these boundaries and concentrating so hard on the work that they're doing. While for masculine right now, this is very intriguing because this could be speaking directly towards potentially two different manifestations of feminine that you are potentially working around right now. One that you feel has their boundaries up, and one that is very spiritually aligned. So this could be a point right now where you're trying to do, like masculine is kind of potentially either concentrating a lot on their work or putting in a lot of work to try to get through towards these two energies in terms of the things that they're doing. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, clarification between this Ten of Pentacles along with the Ace of Wands in its reversal. So these are two beautiful cards to see in combination today. Thank you so much for the gifts, Annalise. I appreciate you. Clarification for this Ten of Pentacles along with this Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands in its reversal. So really this being a moment where you're falling into your community, falling into your friend group, any place that you feel is productive and leading to positive situations or outcomes, really allowing that to drive you forward in terms of getting things done today. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got two cards clarifying right now, and that is coming through. Here's that card of the day again, coming through with the Magician in its reversal, but also with the Two of Wands, which is very intriguing because what we're really seeing here is while this would explain also that moment again of the vulnerability that we're seeing along with the productivity, because while we do see that there are some feelings of anxiety or uncertainty as it relates to one's ability to move forward and create in the way that one hopes to right now, particularly with a lot of that kind of reinvesting in the self or coming back into one's own sense of power. There is a lot of perception being spent today on laying the groundwork and the plans for what things are going to look like moving forward, even potentially putting a lot of concentration on communication, potentially even digital communication, as this often comes up to me with digital communication. So a lot of communication happening today, which we like to see. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now between the Ace of Wands in its reversal and the Fool. So this really being an activation point today of allowing you to try to get done as much as you can get done and moving forward in the avenues and in the directions that may feel a little bit new and challenging, but you feel that you are kind of being called into these places right now because you know that this is going to be the most productive place for you as you continue on your journey. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got clarification coming right now with a Queen of Cups. I am really liking all of the upright feminine energy that we're seeing in this deck today, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel very spiritually aligned to. Because what we're really seeing here is this is a moment where feminine is using something about this strength and vulnerability that they're feeling to come into their power. We see here a feminine that is putting up their boundaries, that is coming into higher spiritual alignment, and they're also coming into better emotional alignment. So all of this speaking very, very positively right now for the feminine energy going through something difficult, but kind of emerging in a way that is stronger or more confident than before. While for masculine right now, this could be putting a lot of attention towards a and I gotta say for masculine, we're seeing a lot of different manifestations of feminine popping up here, but this is potentially coming up right now as a masculine moving forward in a very directed fashion towards a feminine that is very potentially emotionally open to them in this way. And this could be potentially, even while there are some other energies around them right now where there are some putting up boundaries and there are some that are very spiritually aligned, but we do see here a lot of effort around the masculine doing this work today. Continuing to get clarity right now between the Fool card and the High Priestess, two cards that are very intriguing to see together. So for feminine right now, having kind of a higher spiritual insight that's leading you down into new directions and on new pathways. And while there may be a feeling right now of uncertainty on these, there is a feeling that you are being intuitively called or guided to move in these directions right now. While for masculine right now, this could be putting a lot of intentionality and purpose into moving towards right now a representation of feminine who is in their High Priestess energy. And I will point out what's intriguing here is this could either be two different manifestations for masculine right now or one. So this could be representing a masculine moving forward to a feminine that they feel is also emotionally expressive and spiritually aligned, or towards two different ones. I will point that out as well. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got two cards clarifying here right now. And this is coming through as a moment of Page of Pentacles in its upright, along with the Hangman in its reversal. So what we're really seeing here is there's some sort of liberation point coming through, which we like a lot. For feminine right now, this is moving in a direction where you're feeling intuitively or spiritually called, specifically because you're seeing real tangible offers in these directions, and new real tangible offers, and allowing this to be the point that's going to help you free yourself from anything that you feel is causing any pain or grief, because you feel like you've learned the lessons necessary on those old paths. While for masculine right now, this could be moving forward and putting a real offer towards a feminine that you feel is in their high priestess energy, allowing this to be a moment of offer and opportunity towards them, and freeing yourself from any circumstances or situations that may have been causing you pain that you feel are no longer spiritually aligned or giving you that higher spiritual alignment that you were seeking. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, clarification between the Magician in its reversal along with the Two of Wands combined with the Queen of Cups. So there really being a moment right now for feminine, this could be a moment where again you're feeling some frustrations in your own ability to get things done the way that you hope to get them done, having some moments of self-doubt here, but really allowing this to be a day that you're working on building your plans for the future and working on communication and coming into deeper emotional alignment with the self. While for masculine right now, we're seeing that this is a moment where you are feeling some point of frustration on your own ability to do things the way that you would ideally want to do them, but putting in a lot of communication potentially around a feminine you feel is in their emotional expression towards you right now. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got clarification coming right now with a King of Swords, which I like to see, because what we're really seeing here is this is a moment of, even with some of the frustrations that are coming through, that there is a moment into coming into power for both feminine and masculine energy. Because what we are seeing here is for feminine, it's coming in via the connection to their emotionality, becoming more emotionally connected, and that is what is allowing this communication or these prospects of making plans moving forward, while and also being supported by a representation of masculine they feel is standing in their integrity. While for masculine right now, this is a moment of coming into standing in your integrity, specifically for a feminine that you feel is emotionally aligned. And even through your own doubts around how to move forward, you are kind of working the plans through with this energy, because you both feel that there is some alignment here. So very, very happy to see those cards coming out together. Continuing to get clarity right now between this Queen of Cups energy along with the Page of Pentacles and the Hangman in its reversal. So for feminine right now, this could be feeling like a moment of coming into emotional alignment, or feeling even through a point of vulnerability, getting into deeper emotional alignment, and specifically putting a lot of time and attention right now towards those offers, those tangible offers that are coming towards you right now, and allowing this to be the thing that frees you from any circumstances or situations that have been causing you unnecessary grief, anxiety, or pain without that spiritual insight that you so need. For masculine right now, this is coming towards a feminine with a tangible offer who you feel is open and in a point of emotional expression, and allowing this to be a point of freedom for you. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got clarification coming through right now with the Three of Cups in its reversal, which I like to see, because what this is really pointing to is kind of moving away from any third-party energy that you don't necessarily feel is aligned to you, coming into a space of kind of making a decision as to like what energies are particularly serving you right now, or which ones are just causing you grief or pain and anxiety. And it's these tangible offers that are coming forward that are allowing you to make this decision right now, both for feminine and masculine energy. For feminine, this is looking at the tangible offers that are actually showing you they have real possibility in the physical world or the physical present world in terms of what they're offering. For masculine, this is moving towards a feminine that you feel is emotionally open and expressive. And this is what is allowing you to move away from any energies you feel is not aligned to you. Final card for today's spread, clarification between the King of Swords right now and the Three of Cups in its reversal. So really for feminine right now, this is putting a lot of attention in towards a representation of masculine that you feel is standing in their integrity, that is coming through as a source of strength, and allowing this to kind of let some of the outside energies that may potentially be around you be shed right now that you don't feel are aligned to you. While for masculine right now, this is a moment of coming into your own integrity, and as you break free from any energies that you don't feel are aligned to your higher purpose or your higher calling, may I please get one card to clarify? We've got clarification coming right now So this is very intriguing because even though there is this energy that's being shed, we do see here with the Two of Pentacles that there is some kind of need to like lay down the idea of what the priorities are now or how to navigate the priorities, both for feminine and masculine energy. So what we're really seeing here is while we do see some kind of shift in terms of where you're putting your attention and what energies you're putting attention on, there's still a little bit of uncertainty as to how that looks or how to balance this new perspective or these new changes in your own life right now. But rest assured, this could also be where some of this like stress or anxiety is coming from at this point as well. Bottom of the deck on this reading right now is Knight of Wands energy. Bearing in mind this is not based on gender but what you feel most aligned to. This will feel a little different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy. For feminine energy, we see right now that there may be some kind of feelings of rejection towards any masculines that you feel are only coming towards you, like in a more like passion driven perspective, really kind of looking for the things that are trying to create more tangible spaces right now. This could also be kind of pushing away any energies that you feel are not necessarily coming through like with the consistency that you may ideally desire. Whereas for masculine energy right now, this is about this idea of potentially getting more serious, of potentially moving away from places or feeling some kind of blockage as it relates to being able to like drive forward with your desires right now, and feeling like there is some kind of blockage point as it relates to kind of moving your communication or moving your passions forward in this way. That is our daily collective read for the day. I want to thank you so much for having it with me. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. Please keep in mind, if you book a private reading, it is a two-step process. You have to book the reading, you have to pay for the reading. Please make sure to hit both buttons if you're going to have the reading with me. I want to thank you guys so much for being here, and we will do this again tomorrow. Guys,